The difference between coil tapping and coil splitting. Two completely different things done to completely different pickups. So coil tapping is something that can only be done on single coil pickups, specifically on single coil pickups that have been designed with a tap installed. Coil splitting is what's done to humbuckers. Somehow, decades ago, someone used the term coil tapping when they meant coil splitting for humbuckers. No one corrected them, and it became the industry standard. So now there are guitar techs and luthiers and even major manufacturers who are using the term coil tapping when they mean coil splitting for humbuckers. So we'll start with coil splitting for humbuckers. It's pretty standard. You need to have a humbucker that has 4 conductor wire, which would mean a wire for the start and finish of each coil. And that's usually wired up to a push-pull pot or a mini switch, toggle switch, to be able to turn off one of the coils so that you have the full humbucker tone, and then you can switch to a single coil tone, which honestly, it's not a true Strat sounding single coil. It sounds like half of a humbucker. It doesn't sound like a P90, it doesn't sound like a Strat, it sounds like half of a humbucker. So coil tapping is done with a single coil pickup. So if you're winding a coil, say a P90, to 10,000 turns of wire, which is pretty standard, that's your standard P90 specs. Say you wind it to 7,000 turns, then you tie it off, and then you wind it another 3,000 turns. You can have it at full output, which is the 10,000 turns, or you can tap into it at the 7,000 turns. So you have the ability to change the voice of that P90. It will be a little bit darker, a little bit dirtier at full output, and will be a little bit brighter, a little bit cleaner at the tapped output. This guitar happens to have a tapped P90, and it does happen to have a humbucker, so I'm able to demonstrate both on one guitar, which is pretty neat. I have push-pull pots for both. It's a push-pull pot to tap on the P90 and push-pull pot to coil split on the humbucker. So I'll just demonstrate that.